and these, the concept
yeah,
of individuality and then the battle of the heart and the mind and all that kind of stuff.
I want to be Alex Lifeson, really. I really, really do. I want to be in Rush and play guitar so bad, but it will never happen.
Wouldn't that be great to be like Alex Lifeson? That would be great.
There's probably about 20 or 30 faces that we see at 20 shows in the course of a tour. And I don't know how they do it.
I can watch the same show 4 nights in a row, and I know exactly what's coming every time. And
Doesn't
it's like,
matter.
oh, this is going to be great. The next night, oh, this is going to be great.
I don't know how they can afford the time from work and the cost of the tickets and the travel, but I see them, and it's nice. And I kind of, wink at them and let them know that I recognize them.
Oh, sweet.
And everybody has a "the day I met Geddy" story.
This is when I met Geddy the first time, and this was behind the radio station.
And they announced on the radio, hey, Geddy Lee's going to be in studio.
Me and Valerie, my wife, made a frantic dash down there, and we actually pulled up at the same time Geddy did.
Jumps in his truck, runs down to the studio.
I asked him to sign some stuff.
Pulls the license plate off his truck that says Ged on it.
So I ripped that thing off, and I took it, and I waited for him to come back.
Runs up to him, dude, you gotta sign my license plate.
He looked at it, and he looked at me, and he
Puts it on, I'm in a Rush tribute band, and
looked over at my wife, Val. And
Geddy just kind of leans over to Val and goes,
I'm sorry you have to put up with him.
Yeah, Rush fans are, bless their hearts. They're unbelievable.
At the clubhouse, it's 6 hours to showtime. Dave needs 150 people in here at $10 a pop just to break even.
It seemed to work. I just think the batteries just died really quick.
His expenses go beyond batteries and include an acrylic wig for Val, who's dressing up as the Ooh La La girl from the Rush Permanent Waves album.
Please curl up and not flat.
Free Will in concert, Rush tribute this weekend.
There's also the cost of flyers.
Have a good night. Thank you.
500 handed out on the street the night
Rush
before.
tribute band, have a good time. What?
So there's a lot to worry about and a whole list of things that could go wrong.
Yeah, because I kind of didn't even think about that.
Back in Burlington, a Hollywood promoter glides into town looking for talent.
I want to see that they can play their instruments and give rendition to the songs that the fans would expect, and that's where it has to start.
It's show day for Mike Deo and his Burlington, Ontario Rush tribute band 2112, and it's going to be a long one.
I think it's about 18 hours total. From the time we start packing up in the studio and loading up to getting it back upstairs and then going home.
There are problems. Mike's torn shoulder is still bothering him.
It's still sore. I can't extend it to do certain songs, but I struggle through them.
And there's another strain on Mike, a financial one.
Just slide it right beside
He's bored the pickup truck and trailer to save a few bucks, but that just means more money to spend renting gear for the concert.
No. Yeah.
In here, Mike's like a kid in a candy store.
Let's do the All in the Family thing.
Just gonna make sure we got everything. Console, screen, snake, monitor, cable for the monitors, stands for the lights, cable for the lights, 2 lights, and you have your own controller. Yeah. Who's paying?
I've paid out enough money for equipment and things that you could buy a house with. Tammy will tell you that. She reminds me every day.
Sometimes he hides the receipts or he hid them, and then I would find them, and some of the stories he would come up with.
Rush isn't the problem. What's the word? Fanaticism to the Rush. It's the spending on equipment. That's the problem.
I just have to deal with it. It's one of those things that we agree to disagree on.
Is there any way to find out how much I've spent in here? It's for the divorce court. They need to know.
I do have to put my foot down sometimes when it comes to the decor.
Whoa, it's over $20,000.
I think over the edge would be that big poster that I saw in my bedroom the other week. The bedroom is off limits. I'm sorry, I just can't relax with this big face of Neil Peart and Geddy Lee, and, it's just not romantic.
Dave and the guys from Free Will, just minutes from taking the stage, are having wardrobe malfunctions with their fancy new Rush robes.
God damn it.
Oh, the things I do for this guy. Look at it.
Need someone to tie my shoes for me.
Yeah, this is their biggest show. They're nervous as hell.
You're on, dude.
They're trying to be cool, but I know they're freaking out.
Well, just when you're ready, then I'll go out there, and then you guys come up behind me and do your thing. I'm just checking, just so I can show off the robe, that's all. That's the only reason I'm doing that. You know, while I'm up there, I might as well say, hey, look at me.
Back in Burlington, Mike's not thinking about wardrobe. He has too many other problems.
Yeah, something keeps popping.
First, the lights go out.
So it's that one up there that keeps blowing. We're gonna run an extension cord into the bathroom. We're gonna plug it right into the toilet.
By the time Mike has everything plugged in and working, there are wires everywhere. Somebody could trip over all this. They're already an hour late for sound check, and Mike has to go back to the music store for more gear.
I gotta pick up a board because we ran out of inputs on the 24 track.
Everybody's on edge. They'd feel even more pressure if they knew who, at that moment, was cruising in from the airport.
I want to see that they can play their instruments and give rendition to the songs that the fans would expect, and that's where it has to start. And if they suck, I'll tell them that too.
Mike Gaiman, a Hollywood promoter, is shopping for talent. He manages tribute bands, including ones to Genesis and Pink Floyd. Now he wants to add a Rush tribute to the list, and where better to look than on Rush's home turf. 2 minutes to showtime. Calamity. The projector crashes.
So maybe the wire got pulled out?
The wire was pulled out by Phil when he tripped over it. Now the connections are damaged beyond repair.
We're gonna have to skip all of it if it's like that.
We're gonna have to skip the whole thing.
You know?
It's showtime.
Everybody will know this one.
And the men who hold high places must be the ones to start mold a new reality closer to the heart, closer to the heart. Blacksmith and
The band doesn't know that they're auditioning for promoter Mike Gaiman.
forge the creativity.
There's no stage, and now no slideshow. All of Mike's hard work on that was for nothing. But the fans seem to be enjoying themselves. At the end of the first set, Mike Gaiman introduces himself.
Hey, guys, you guys were really good. I'm Michael, by the way.
Hi, Mike. Sam.
Sam?
Serge.
Serge?
Mike.
Mike?
Phil.
Phil, Mike, Serge, Sam. I can't remember the last time I saw a show where drums weren't mic'd and where a band that had to play music this technical was playing through 2 tin cans and a piece of string. If you don't mind, I'll make a few phone calls on your behalf and, you know, get you into a place that might have a real PA and monitors. Cheers.
Absolutely. Gee, that's not too shabby.
Not too shabby. This could be their big chance. But will the Hollywood guy deliver? Mike goes back to his truck and to a second job delivering newspapers and waits for word.
He hasn't come through with anything yet for us, but he says he